If you've been told you have a fatty liver or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, the good news is it's fully reversible. And in this video, I'll go over the exact steps you need to take and of course share with you the latest research and practical tips to help you get your liver back on track. So first things first, let's talk about what causes fatty liver disease. It's quite simple, really. The main culprit is the overconsumption of sugars, especially fructose and sucrose. You see, when you consume too much of these sugars, it sets off a whole cascade of changes in your body that can lead to not only fatty liver, but also other serious conditions like diabetes, heart disease, dementia, and even cancer. But what makes fructose so dangerous? Well, it turns out that fructose doesn't stimulate the release of leptin, a hormone that tells your brain when you're full. So when you consume fructose, you don't get that normal feeling of satiety, making it very easy to overeat. And if that wasn't bad enough, continued consumption of fructose can actually lead to leptin resistance, which means you'll feel hungry all the time, even when you're eating other foods. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Maurice, I eat fruit and that has fructose in it. Am I doomed? Well, not necessarily. See, what happens is while fruits and vegetables do contain fructose, they also come with fiber, which slows down the absorption of the fructose. Plus, many fruits are rich in vitamin C, which can actually block some of the negative effects of fructose. So, what's the real problem? It's actually the manufactured fructose and sugar that we're consuming in large quantities. And the biggest culprit, sugary drinks. I'm talking about sodas, soft drinks, and even those so-called healthy juices. These drinks are loaded with sugars, and it's so easy to overconsume them because they don't fill you up like whole fruits do. But it's not just the sugary drinks you have to watch out for. Dried fruits like dates, raisins, and prunes are also concentrated sources of sugar that can overwhelm your liver. So if you want to reverse your fatty liver disease, it's actually best to steer clear of these foods as well. Now, let's talk about what you should be eating to fix your fatty liver. First and foremost, you need to eat more protein, especially for breakfast. There was a recent study found that people who ate a high protein breakfast consumed less food throughout the day compared to those who had a low protein breakfast. So try to aim for at least 25 to 35 grams of protein per meal to help curb those cravings for sugary and of course processed foods. And when it comes to the types of fats you consume alongside your protein, it's important to strike a balance. While some studies have suggested that high intakes of saturated fats can actually contribute to liver fat accumulation, it's actually crucial to remember that saturated fats also play a role in keeping you feeling full and satisfied after meals. So don't be afraid to include some saturated fats in your diet, as they can help curb cravings and prevent overeating. However, when consuming saturated fats, focus on high quality sources like grass-fed beef, pasture-raised eggs, and raw organic dairy products. Now, these options not only provide essential nutrients, but also contain beneficial compounds like conjugated leonic acid that will actually support liver health. And try to aim for a balance your saturated fats with heart-healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats found in fish, sprouted nuts, avocados, and cold-pressed olive oil. So by incorporating a variety of healthy fats into your diet, you can support both liver function and overall well-being while keeping your taste buds happy and your appetite in check. And when it comes to carbohydrate, quality matters. Stick to low glycemic index carbs like some legumes, dairy, vegetables, and fruits, and avoid the high glycemic index carbs like white bread and processed potatoes. Now, in addition to these dietary changes, there are a few other things you can do to support your liver health. First, abstain from alcohol. Second, make sure you're getting at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity per week and include resistance training at least 2 days a week. Now, I know some of you might be thinking about turning to supplements to speed up your recovery. While you don't need supplements to fix your fatty liver if you're eating the right foods, there are a few that show promise, such as vitamin E tocotrienols, omega-3 fatty acids derived from cod liver oil, and alpha-lipoic acid have been shown to improve liver health in some studies. Now, in addition to food intake, try avoiding canned, packaged, and other forms of processed foods. Prepare as many of your meals as possible from fresh ingredients. Eliminate any seed oils, vegetable oils, and try to use only coconut oil, cold pressed olive oil, and of course animal fats. And do incorporate intermittent fasting, as it does assist in the process, but try not to overdo it, as thyroid function could be affected. Now, back to supplement intake. Here is a list that I've tested and worked incredibly, so please do follow this protocol. Milk thistle extract 600 milligrams twice a day for 3 weeks, then once a day thereafter. Aged garlic extract 1200 milligrams. Now, due to its high levels of sulfur compounds for detoxification process, take it 3 times a day. And if you do experience scattered brain, do reduce the dose down to 600 milligrams. Nanocurcumin 500 milligrams, as it does enhances immune function as well as liver detoxification. Take 1 capsule 2 times a day mixed with cold pressed extra virgin olive oil or possibly omega-3 fish oil. Alpha-lipoic acid, take 500 milligrams twice a day. Make sure it's the R form and make sure you consume it before your meals. Thiamine 200 milligrams twice a day. Vitamin E tocotrienols 300 milligrams once a day with food. And L-carnitine 3000 milligrams 3 times a day for 5 weeks, then once a day thereafter. In addition, if you want to experiment with other supplementation, you could definitely add NAC, TUDCA, berberine, ox bile. FGF21 stands for fibroblast growth factor. There's mitochondria targeted antioxidants, or even CRISPR-based gene editing. See, reversing fatty liver disease is all about making smart choices when it comes to your diet and lifestyle. By cutting out sugary drinks and processed foods as mentioned, eating more protein and healthy fats, and getting regular exercise, you can start seeing improvements in your liver health in a matter of weeks. And remember, your liver is a resilient organ. With the right support, it can bounce back from even the most severe damage. So, take charge of your health today and start giving your liver the love it deserves. If you found this information helpful, be sure to share it with your friends and family. And as always, keep questioning everything and stay curious. Until next time, this is Maurice, your clinician, signing off.